Hello, Francesca here again, coming to talk to you about the colour potential cards, and I've chosen the subject quite close to my heart, and that is putting your head above the parapet, whatever that looks like for you. I was brought up in a family where to embarrass the family wasn't the cardinal sin, but it was pretty high up there. You must do nothing to embarrass the family, whether it was in your actions, in your creativity, in who you chose as a partner. And so we were trained, very much trained, to not put our head above the parapet, and certainly not to shine. That would have been vulgar. So this is what this is about. This is about you shining. Now, this can be any level. It can be, and I'm not going to say small or large, because shining is shining. And it doesn't matter whether it's shining to the whole world or shining to your best friend. It really doesn't matter. It's what it feels like to you. Are you a bit nervous? Is there something that's making you a bit nervous about being seen as different, being seen as yourself? I mean, how many of us fight with that particular one? I mean, we're allowed to hug again. We're allowed to hug again. But I know there'll be quite a few people who won't want to hug again. We're still a bit nervous, me included. So that might be somewhere where you don't want to say, no, I don't want to hug you. That it could be that kind of putting your head above the parapet. It could be doing videos like me. It took me years to get used to doing this. Not used to doing, to even think of starting it. I actually now love it. But it took a lot of bravery for me to put myself on any kind of screen, in any kind of public arena. So I hope you're getting the feeling for this. You choose, and you'll know as I'm talking where you are feeling a bit fearful of showing yourself, of shining, of whatever you like to call it. And we're going to pick 3 cards, and they're going to be yes, you can do it cards. So, and they're going to suggest your route through, not through the whole thing, not through becoming an international superstar, but just for the next stage of shining, of being yourself. We all need to shine. The world needs us all to shine, which is a miracle why we find it so, mystery even, why we find it so difficult to do. Anyway, if you've picked card number 1, this is going to help you shine. Peace. Oh, good. White, peace. Now what this immediately says to me is stop the chatter in your head. All right? Oh, if I do this, if I say to my best friend I don't want to hug, if I start doing videos, if I have an exhibition, if I write a song, if I, you know, all these things that are exposure, which is essentially what this is about. Stop the chatter. Be quiet and clinical and cool, clinical, cool, white within yourself, and reconnect with why you really want to do this. I really wanted to do these videos because I wanted to share the cards with the world and then be of use to people. So if you're card number 1, stop the chatter, get into the white, cold, clinical, the blank canvas of white, of why you want to do this, and redraw it. I want to do this because, and forget, or not forget, but allow the fears and the chatter to go on the back burner. Stick with the white. Good, love that one. Right, card number 2. You can do it because, oh, it's another white one. I wish I'd made that speech with peace now, because I want to say the same thing with detachment. Are you going to be the 3rd white one, I wonder? 55 cards in the pack, and we get 2 white ones. Right, detachment. I do want to say more or less the same thing, but it's not quite the same. This was ceasing, calming the chatter. This is absolutely cutting off from it. Okay, so they're slightly different, and if you've picked 1 or 2, it will be because you need a slightly different angle on this. So this card is in here because of my husband. He was a social worker, and I remember it was the first card that came up when I started doing lockdown readings. And it's a very, very valuable card Going back to my husband as a social worker, you can't be a social worker if you're over-involved. Here we go, if you're over-involved with all your clients. You have to remain detached to do your job properly. Yes, you want to be empathetic and all the other things, but you have to have detachment in there. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out and you're not going to do the best for your clients. So, the same thing applies with this. You need to detach from what you see are going to be all the bad things that are going to happen to you if you shine. And when I say detach, I mean absolutely cut off from. So don't quell them, cut off from. Do not allow them into your arena. They're not allowed. They're so small and insignificant and pathetic that they're not allowed. So detach. Be strong and detach from those voices. Right, here we go. Let's have the third white card. It won't be, but here it is. Oh, no! I don't believe this. It's the third white card. That's never happened in a reading before. We have the 3 white cards from the back. Oh my God. I knew this was going to be a special reading, but I had no idea. I can't get over that. And to top it all, it is my favourite card. Order! Yes! Now, I picked this recently with one of my card readings for myself. When I got this sorted out, what was going to come to me? And it was order. And it didn't make sense to begin with, except it was my favourite card. So what does it mean in this sense? What it means is you are going to be in the right place, okay? When you do this shining, do this head above the parapet, when you say, I don't want to hug, I do want to do this, I don't want to do this, it's order, and your life will be in order, and you will be in the order you should be in life. I can't believe this. I can't believe we've got 3 white cards. So I hope I'm not getting too gabbly now. Right, let's run through it once again. Peace, quell all the negative voices, put them on the back burner. Detachment, refuse to have anything to do with them. So it's like another step on. So if you've picked card number 2, you may already have, here we go, you may already have been doing this. You know, I'm not going to think about what people are going to think of me, what people are going to say about me. I'm going to absolutely detach from it. That's the next step. That's the next step. And then order. It's the way it should be. You shining is the way it should be. As I said before, we all should be shining. Should, dreadful word. The world needs us all to shine, all of us to be us in our full glory. So whatever it is for you, wherever you are with this, you know, shining in whatever form is what we should all be doing. If the whole world allowed themselves to shine, think how brilliant it would be. I'm going to stop talking now because I'm feeling quite emotional. 3 white cards! Thank you for joining me in white.